Hello, welcome back, Box1 here. Today we're going to be looking at this. This is set 75142, the Homing Spider Droid from 2016. It comes with 4 figures, 5 if you include the small spider droid like Bricklink does, and a massive homing spider droid, as the name of the set would suggest. It's a pretty cool build, and it's the last homing spider droid we've ever gotten, which is kind of crazy, given that it's been 10 years now. So yeah, a pretty cool set, and we're going to be looking at all of it today. I do hope you enjoy. And we'll look at the figures first, starting with the most common one, the B1 Battle Droid. Very simple figure. You probably have 20 of them, or maybe even 100 of them if you collect them. But they're very simple. They're your normal B1 Battle Droid. They have the one arm that can hold the blaster, and then the one arm like this. Yeah, same as you've always seen, same as you've always known. I don't know how to talk, but it's a pretty cool one. It comes with just a normal blaster, and you get 2 of them in the set. Great to get them. Obviously, they're not adding much value, but I mean, getting some battle droids is always welcome. What's even more welcome, though, is this Kashyyyk Clone Trooper. Now, this guy came in this set and one other, I believe, being the battle pack. I forget if it came in that one big ship, but either way, this guy's pretty uncommon. I believe on eBay or Bricklink or whatever, he goes for, in good condition, about $15. 10 to 15, so not bad. Pretty good figure, and also a pretty cool looking one. I can tell why people like him. He has the green visor, as well as just that very nice camel print, which looks really good in really any forest setting, or I guess in this case on the Wookiee planet, whatever that is called. And yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. He just has the normal angry clone face, as you can see, and also has just a normal blaster. You next get Yoda, and he's a pretty cool figure. He's just your average Yoda, though. He's not really, unique or anything. But he is your average Yoda. He has a very nice, simple torso print, and a very nice rubber head, which is in that olive green color there. He also comes with a green lightsaber, and this is back before they had the improved one without the bubbles. This has the bubbles, which I don't know if I like more. I forget. I kind of like it more than the newer one, but that's probably just nostalgia with all the bubbles in there. But anyway, I like this figure. I think he's pretty cool. He has a pretty nice back printing as well as some printing on the back of his head, and he's just a pretty interesting figure in general. He also uses the kid legs, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, that's about it for the figures. We're now going to be looking at the builds, including the small spider droid, which I guess you may consider a figure as well. And as I said, let's first look at this small little spider droid, and if it will focus, which it really doesn't want to do, yeah, this is a pretty simple one. It's not as good as the one they just released in that 2025 set, I believe, but it is a pretty nice one. It's pretty standard for the time as well. I think they were doing similar builds up until then, just without a stud shooter. I don't know if this is the first one to include a stud shooter, but it's definitely one of them. And he has a pretty cool little base here. That's just simply using a trans clear 2x2 round brick cylinder to kind of just make it look like it's standing by itself, while also giving it a bit more ability to do so. But it has a very cool sword piece on top. I'll actually take this out. I don't know if the pin will come with it. Yeah, it does a little. I can try and get that off. I'll show you what I mean. And that is a fencing sword that they use for the antenna there, which is kind of an interesting parts usage and something I've always liked. You also do get an extra, so you can actually use one as a fencing sword as well, and that just pops right on there. But he also uses a telephone piece for the eyes, which is pretty cool, and yeah, it's pretty good. He does have some nice posability as well. You can move those legs pretty well, and those also use battle droid bodies. A lot of cool parts usage in this one. Now, though, we can get on to the big boy. This is the homing spider droid. He is massive, actually. He's quite tall. I'll show you his size compared to a minifigure. And, yeah, he's pretty big. But he's pretty cool. He also has these massive legs here and a massive gun as well. I guess there's no real great place to start, so I guess I'll just start with the body. The body's pretty interesting. It is very round. Obviously, in universe, it is also very round. But it uses this very cool Technic wheel ring on the middle, which first of all looks pretty cool. It kind of breaks it up, but it also allows for connections for pins, which allow connecting the leg, which is really cool. I guess they were the axles that actually connect it. But anyway, yeah, that's basically the body. It's very simple, but it also has this little eyes on the front, or I guess sensors or whatever those would be in universe, that kind of allow it to, I guess, see. And then it also can turn 360 degrees, and you can kind of sit a figure on the back. You can, I guess, put a battle droid on there. And although that's not how they actually work, I mean, you can do it, so good play feature if you're a kid. You also get this big laser on the top, which doesn't shoot, and then this mini laser, or I guess technically a larger laser on the bottom, which does shoot. It is a very cool gun design, and I'll kind of show you how it looks from the side. I think it's a really cool looking one, and it uses that tube, and if you turn this in the back, you can actually fire all those shots off. Now I'm going to get in the way of the shots, or actually I'm going to turn it so it doesn't fly away. But yeah, just turning that shoots all 6 of them. But yeah, that's basically it for the body. The gun can also move, I should say. I should probably say that first. But that can move pretty easily up and down. It can move pretty far up, but not as much down. But anyway, that's it for the body now. We can get onto the legs, which are connected here. And they actually have these 2 supports, and they can move individually. But these 2 are actually connected at the same point. So if you want to turn one like that, you have to turn the other. But they can be posed individually, so maybe he can do a little pose like this where I ripped it out somehow. Fixed it, I just didn't have the pin all the way. Good thing to note, have the pin all the way or else it'll fly out. But yeah, you can have him outward like this, or you can even have him inward. He looks a bit awkward this way, but yeah, he can be any really pose. He can be walking, maybe he has some legs like this, or something like that, or he can literally just, well, he's actually pretty stable, but you can topple him. Either way, though, I don't know why I said either way, though there's not an either-or thing there. Anyway, I think it's a pretty cool build. So let's get on to my final opinion on the set as a whole. And my opinion is this is a great set. I think there's some things that they did better in previous years. I think on the previous Homing Spider Droid to this, they had that Commander Fox. Or was it Fox? It was the one with the rare torso that can have like the rare torso variant. And fun fact about that one, I actually had a chance to get it once, but I didn't. For like, I don't know how much it would have been actually, but it was not as much as it is now. Anyway, unfortunate. But anyway, I think this figure selection is okay. I'd say it's probably good. I like having the Kashyyyk Trooper and the Yoda, but I think the other ones did it a little better. Obviously, I don't have them here to show you the other ones, but the other ones had a lot of clones and other stuff like that, and I just think those are cool. But the droids themselves are probably the best we've gotten. Out of the Homing Spider droids that we've gotten. I mean, the shaping on this guy is really good. I think the head and the body specifically are really good, and the legs look also pretty nice. I actually really like how those look. And yeah, has some good play features as well. Being able to turn around like this, and having the little area where, I mean, you can sit a guy on there. You can have Yoda swinging from this if you want to attach him to there. There's some pretty good playability in this set. And with the little guy as well, which is actually a pretty cool little guy. But yeah, I really like this set. It's one of my favorite sets, actually, of all time. I'd probably put it in my top 10 that I have anyway. Obviously, there's ones that I don't have that I'd be like, okay, I'd rather have that one, but you know what I mean. Definitely one of my favorites that I have. Probably mainly nostalgia in that one, but I really like it. So anyway, enough babbling around and enough, I guess, ranting about random stuff and going on tangents. I do hope you enjoyed. I do hope you kind of liked seeing the set. And I shall see you next time, where we'll be looking at probably something else. What am I saying? Probably another Star Wars set. There we go. You can tell I'm very good at speaking. Goodbye.